The Sports Pregame Show. Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA, but the bad news is there is no basketball. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. A contest between conferences, Oracle Arena, Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Jared Sullinger is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Lee, then it's Isaiah Thomas, and it's Sanders in at the 5. Now here's Barnes, here's Thompson, here's Ezeli. The layup missed. On defense, the Warriors, they put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Outside Curry. To the middle. And he goes in for the dunk.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
6 to shoot. Thomas kicks to Lee. And Sanders with the basket on the assist by Lee. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
That'll be a 5-second call. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Thomas with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming. All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he's good on the second. The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lee against Curry. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Sullinger with the bucket.
Oh, great move to get to the rack there against the guy who doesn't really just have the strength to be able to keep him away from the rim.
There's the bucket. Good. Ezeli's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Boston trailing.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
Sullinger, no good.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it. Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now here's Thomas. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Good D by Thompson.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Hart. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Crowder, the pass to Thomas. Knocked loose. Curry with the steal. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Oh, in the dunk by Barnes.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Boston. Thompson dishes to Green. From outside the arc, that's good. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now, here's Thomas. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's Crowder. Green with the block. And here is Curry. He feeds it to Thompson. And the wide open shot from Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 6 points for Draymond Green.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Lee. Here is Miles. 26 points for him last game against Portland. The feed to Sullinger. Pass to Crowder. Dishes it to Thomas. Pass to Crowder. And Sullinger kicks to Thomas. They get a hand on it. Clock is at 3. Shot to stop the run. That one off the back iron and out. Warriors leading by 11. Curry passes to Barnes. Back to Curry. Shot from 12. Again, Golden State.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here is Miles following the basket by Stephen Curry. And the shot is good.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game, a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Now, here's Bradley. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And here are the Warriors now, following the three-point attempt by Avery Bradley. On its way from Barbosa for two. And the shot falls short this time.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And Chalmers kicks to Miles. Noah the screen, off the screen. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Now, here's Chalmers. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Screen by Boozer. Feeds it to Bradley. Boozer a screen on Iguodala. Bradley kicks to Boozer. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. Boozer's got it back down to within single digits for the Celtics. Here is Livingston, defended by Chalmers. On its way from Barbosa for two. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
They haven't been able to stifle him defensively here.
No, to the contrary. They haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play both ends of the floor.
Channing Frye's checked in for Golden State. Celtics trail by 11. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, Steve Kerr gave me a few moments to catch up with him. He said a big key for them will be containing Carlos Boozer offensively, adding, he's a player who can spread the floor with his jump shot or take you down the block, and it's tough to match his strength inside. Defensively, they'll look to keep length in front of him and limit his offensive rebounding. Sounds like a good game plan, guys. We'll see how they do it.
Thank you, Doris.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Now here's Green, coming off a stellar performance against Utah. Barbosa against Bradley. Barbosa's shot is off. Barbosa's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Now here's Chalmers. He's covered by Iguodala. Left side Boozer. Just 5 on the clock. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Lights out shooting from three-point land is nothing new to these guys. The league's most accurate shooting guards from long range in the season's second half. Well, you look at Miles, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And, of course, Courtney Lee.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play two guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
Yeah, that's safe to say. I mean, these guys don't know the meaning of cold streaks. They're either hot, red hot, or sizzling. Those are the kind of shooters they are from downtown.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted. And he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Here is Livingston after the basket by Boston. Iguodala, that's a two-pointer. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Now, here's Chalmers. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Outside Boozer. To the inside, Miles. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Leandro Barbosa.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Warriors leading by 5. Here is Livingston. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. It's Leandro Barbosa on the wing. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now Chalmers. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Screened by Boozer. It's Miles atop the key. Right side Bradley. 6 to shoot. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
1:32 left to play in the first quarter. Here is Livingston, defended by Chalmers. And Barbosa has it in the corner. Shot off the screen. And it's Barbosa again missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now here's Boozer. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Warriors leading by 6. Livingston kicks to Fry. 46 seconds left to play here in the first. The dish to Barbosa. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Noah.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Celtics trail by 6. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Greg, they've been out of sync since the opening tip. I mean, they've got to take better care of the ball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Sanders comes in for Carlos Boozer. And Lee's subbed in for Bradley. Here is Livingston. Green, the screen. They set the pick. All sorts of time. No good off the front iron.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Chalmers with it. That will count. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we reach the end of the first quarter. The Warriors on top. They lead by 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, he told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, and I think Coach will allow me to take that shot, and it's tough to guard.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry, and tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
On the court for the Celtics, Jay Crowder out there with Jared Sullinger. Then it's Sanders, then it's Lee, and it's Thomas in at the point. He shoots again, and there's the nice layup by Barnes. Barnes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now, here's Thomas. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Celtics have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me. You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Barnes dishes to Curry. Golden State moving it around. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Celtics trail by 10. Outside Thomas. Great D that time from Curry.
He surprised him with the crossover, but just couldn't stay in control for the finish.
And here's Barnes for 3. But he recovers it. Back to Curry. Wide open shot is on the money. Curry's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Thomas kicks to Lee. Back to Thomas. Screened by Sanders. No good from Lee.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly. Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
And the shot's good from Crowder. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Curry kicks to Fry. Pass to Thompson. And here is Barnes. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Utah.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways. And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about him.
Some changes for Boston. Boozer, he's checked in for Sanders. And Bradley's subbed in for Courtney Lee. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
Now, here's Thomas. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Celtics have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. He misses the free throw.
This is part of the reason that they're down. They're really having trouble at the line.
Good on the second free throw. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Curry against Thomas. From 12 feet out. He takes a big high bounce and goes in. Curry's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Sullinger the screen. Here's Crowder. Cannot hit. And Golden State will go the other way with it. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Barnes passes to Curry. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Thomas kicks to Sullinger. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Taking a look here at numbers for Stephen Curry. Since the break, he's been simply stellar, averaging about 23 points per, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Warriors leading by 14. Kicks it to Fry. Back to Curry. Now the pass to Ezeli. Shot's good. Ezeli's got 7 points in the game.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Now here's Thomas. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Boozer with a screen for Thomas. He kicks it to Boozer. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feed. 6 points for Carlos Boozer.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here's Ezeli. Again, Golden State.
My goodness. How about the degree of difficulty on that shot?
When you're hot, you're hot. And he is absolutely scorching.
Now, here's Thomas. He dishes it to Bradley. To the right side. Crowder, the pass to Sullinger. The rebound by Ezeli. Ezeli's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Out left to the wing. Here's Barnes. Rebound, Boston. Here's Thomas. Screen by Boozer. The feed to Crowder. It's Bradley on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Sullinger with the bucket. Here's Curry. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Utah Jazz.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
A nice bounce-back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
One shot.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Green, he's checked in for Fry. And it's Iguodala in for Klay Thompson.
I tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
Here is Miles. 6 points for him. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Barnes. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want, but then he also has tremendous passing skills and instincts. and the energy of a mountain
All
lion.
right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Noah. And going back to Joakim Noah, he really is a hybrid. He holds American, Swedish, and French citizenships. He's truly a man of the world, and he's worldly on the floor. He can guard and play a lot of different positions.
And Kevin, he looks like a man of the world. He has a unique style unto himself, but I'll take the versatility and the hustle he brings on my team any day. If he's healthy, he's a factor. And around the NBA, there are some who want to redo how the NBA lottery works. They feel it punishes teams for trying at the end of the season and instead rewards others who maybe aren't doing as well.
Here's Ezeli. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Utah.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Now, here's Chalmers. 15-point game. He feeds it to Miles. Bradley against Iguodala. A rebound by Iguodala.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Using his post move to get the 2 points. And the Warriors lead by 17. You know, Clark, losing teams, handling losing with an eye to the future. It's a slippery slope and a very tough situation, not only for teams, but the league to try to figure out and rule on.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. Well said, and I'm not sure what the answer is. I kind of like where we are with the lottery system, but it's something to reevaluate. I don't think it needs to be tinkered with at this point, though.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Now Chalmers. Dishes it to Noah. Pass to Boozer. Chalmers with it. Noah the screen. Green with the rebound.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And here is Chalmers after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. Here is Miles. 6 points for him. And it's Bradley off the drive. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. He made it look easy that time.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though, and I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about it. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Now, here's Chalmers. Noah the screen. And here is Chalmers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sanders with a screen on Iguodala. Boston needs to get off a shot. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Green. Shoots from the elbow. Livingston, no luck. Celtics trail by 19. And a wide open look for Lee. It's rebounded by Golden State. Ezeli's got 8 rebounds in this game. Iguodala dishes to Livingston. Green with a screen on Chalmers. Here's Livingston. Goes back up. And there's the bucket as Green finishes it off. Green's got 13.
They've taken advantage of some bad blockouts or no blockouts, and then the long offensive rebounds. Those have been converted into second chances here in the second quarter.
Now, here's Chalmers. Screen by Sanders. To the wing right side. Miles, that's for two. They get the rebound. And finished off by Sanders.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Oracle Arena, let's keep it going for your Warriors girls.
Here's Barbosa. Drops in the layup for two. Barbosa's got 8 points.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Now, here's Chalmers. Defense is right there. Pass to Noah. Another shot. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Celtics have made 9 free throws in the game. 14 attempts.
With one.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
A free throw off from Joakim Noah.
Excellent night for Joakim Noah. He has 8 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
And Clark, he's been terrific in terms of his positioning and boxing out very well also, just battling hard on every possession.
They've owned the offensive glass here in the second.
And making a point of getting in there and vying for missed shots.
Sanders sets the screen for Chalmers. Noah the screen. And here's Miles outside. Back to Lee. 41 seconds left in the first half. Goes back up. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here is Livingston, defended by Chalmers. Azili, no good. Good D by Sanders. Celtics trail by 19. Noah kicks to Chalmers. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Miles. He has 6. 5 to shoot. That's short off the rim.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Warriors lead by 19. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. The first half went well, really well for Draymond Green. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played.
Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, they got more than a few problems to work out, but it all starts with their defense. I know they're analytical.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. A fantastic game from Draymond Green in this one.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
The Splash Brothers are the guards. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Azili in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors' 5. Outside Thomas from the baseline. Here's Crowder. And the 3 off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Crowder with the steal. Thomas against Barnes. Feeds to Crowder. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Now here's Thompson. There's the dish to Barnes. Back to Thompson. And the shot is good. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Thomas passes to Sullinger. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter.
And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
Sullinger did continue to improve last year, Clark, but you can't ignore that he had to miss time once again.
Yeah, and you hope that he'll be able to stay healthy for a full year at some point. When he's on the floor,
right,
he's
now,
a hard
gentlemen,
matchup for
shots.
just about every team in the league.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. So he comes up empty, missing both. Warriors leading by 23. Barnes with it. Now Thomas defending. Green the screen. A 3 from Barnes. No good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. Thomas goes in. Takes it off the glass.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there. Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Sullinger the screen. Thomas goes in, outside for Sullinger. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Green. 3-pointer. Larry Sanders with the rebound. Sanders has got 4 rebounds in this game. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Sullinger right side. Soft touch off the glass. Sullinger's got 10 points in the game.
Kevin, a big guy with his quickness should be almost illegal. How can you guard that?
Curry kicks to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Again, Curry missing. Celtics trail by 21. Outside Thomas. Lee up top. Sullinger right side. 6 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists in the game.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Channing Frye's checked in for Ezeli. Boozer, he's checked in for the Celtics. Avery Bradley comes in for Lee. Thomas dishes to Sullinger. To the paint, here's Crowder. It's blocked. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
Celtics ball.
Thomas with the ball. Sullinger the screen. 5 to shoot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque. A thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Check out the game for Sullinger. He has 12 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Thomas kicks to Crowder. The pass to Boozer. Bradley dishes to Thomas. Back to Bradley. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down. Greg started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Boston. And Thompson kicks to Green. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Well, here are a group of point guards that have dialed up their own offense in the second half of the season. These are the top scorers at the one spot since the All-Star break. Third is Stephen Curry.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in our league. I mean, to see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, and that's the age we're living in right now. I mean, it's not uncommon to see a point guard lead his team in scoring, which used to be almost unheard of. And these guys here are all capable of carrying the scoring load for their team on any given night. You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit.
Thomas against Thompson. Thomas down low. Boston, no good that time either.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
There's Green with the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 19 points for Draymond Green.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Here's Thomas. Thomas with another miss.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Back to Iguodala. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Iguodala's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Thomas. Kicks to Noah. They need this. The shot no good. Great D that time from Green. Thomas against Thompson. He kicks to Green. Another three for Golden State.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Sullinger the screen. The feed to Bradley. Curry with some nice D.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
Thomas passes to Noah. Back to Thomas. It's Bradley on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Bradley against Thompson. Dishes it to Sullinger. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 6th rebound on the night.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Thompson with the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Iguodala with the steal. He dishes it to Barnes. Green, the screen. And the layup falls. 13 points for Barnes.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Here's Boston now. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Noah the screen. Passes it to Bradley. Tries to snap the cold streak. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Bradley's got 8 points. Golden State's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. And it's Green missing. Boston shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Outside Thomas. He feeds it to Sullinger. Pass to Bradley. There's the dish to Noah. Here's the screen. It's stolen by Curry. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. They grab their own miss. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Green. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. The Celtics also changing it up. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And it's Chalmers in for Isaiah Thomas. Kicks it out to Bradley. Noah with a screen on Barbosa. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. Then for the Celtics, Sanders comes in for Jared Sullinger. And Lee's subbed in for Avery Bradley. Livingston kicks to Spates, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And here is Chalmers. Screened by Sanders. And Chalmers kicks to Miles. 6 on the shot clock. Boston, no good that time either. Balanced scoring, Clark, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
Check out the game for Barbosa. He's got 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Mazzilli comes in for Maurice Spates. And Channing Frye's subbed in for Looney. And the Celtics also making a change. Boozer's checked in. Golden State's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. And stolen by Chalmers. Feeds it to Miles. Screened by Sanders. And Miles kicks to Chalmers. Pass to Lee from downtown. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, a bit over eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Now, here's Fry. He's covered by Boozer. That is good. Barbosa's got 13.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Warriors on top, just dominating this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And for the Warriors, their shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. On the floor for Boston, they've got Nogueira. He's out there with Boozer. And it's Chalmers in at shooting guard. And for the Celtics, they're shooting a meager 37% for the game. Here's Galloway. And the pass to Place.
Well, you know, we're far enough away from the 2013 draft where we can start to get a feel for just how strong it was. I mean, the initial feeling was it was a weak draft, but there have been some gems coming out of it of late.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Chalmers dishes to Boozer. To the wing on the left. Shoots from the corner. Good. He hits the jump shot. And for the 2013 draft class, not sure if there are going to be a lot of all-stars from that class, but there are quite a bit of rotational players that are effective.
And Kevin, listen, there's still a chance to see a couple of all-stars emerge from the class, as there are some elite talents that just need time to grow. And overall, there weren't too many complete misses. Almost every lottery pick is a rotation player at this point.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. They swipe it. Here's Livingston. It's intercepted. Here's Galloway. They set the pick. Nogueira passes to Place. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Shot is good off the back rim and in. Livingston's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Now Chalmers. Galloway, the pass to Place. And that one is stuffed right through.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
And the Celtics making a change here. Crowder's checked in. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
And the basket good.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half. But he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Here's Galloway. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. There's the pick. It's deflected. They recover it. Rush with the steal. Here is Livingston. Kicks to Clark.
And Commissioner Silver taking a bold stance on sports betting. I mean, going in the last season, he wrote that op-ed piece saying that it needs to be legalized federally and basically brought into the light of day.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain it.
Looney's checked in for Maurice Spates. And for Commissioner Silver arguing for legalized sports betting, that's a major reversal from what most sports commissioners Clark had said in the past.
Yeah, you know, I like his open-mindedness, not just about that issue, but a number of issues that confront the league. And, you know, he's right in regards to the gambling, but the internet people are making these bets anyway, so it makes sense for the league to take a look at it.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Galloway. Now here's Crowder. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. Good on the three-point shot.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here is Livingston. He kicks it to Clark. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Rush from outside. Can't get it to go. And it's Boston the other way. Here's Crowder. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here is Livingston. The 9-foot shot. And Galloway pulls it down.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And the dunk by Nogueira.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The Warriors have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Livingston kicks to Frye. Golden State moving it around. Looney. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Boston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Nogueira. And he slams it one-handed.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Looney. The rebound by the Celtics.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Here's Galloway. And he lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Clark. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And the Executive of the Year award is an odd one. I mean, given yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
And for the Executive of the Year award, it's hard to evaluate because for GMs, Clark, it takes years of moves to reach a certain point.
Yeah, it's an annual award, but it's awarded for years of decisions, if that makes any sense. One big signing or trade isn't quite enough to win the award. That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Now the feed to Crowder. Dishes to Galloway. There's the pick. Here's Pleiss. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got 4 assists now tonight.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Passes it to Clark. He dishes it to Barbosa. Rebounded by the Celtics. Nogueira's got his 4th rebound in this one. Chalmers with it. Here's Galloway. Here's Crowder.
Looking at the game for Crowder, he's got 8 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. And a change for the Celtics. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Nogueira. And both free throws good from Crowder.
You know, guys, coaching in the NBA is not for the faint of heart. Very little job security. I mean, in essence, you get hired to be fired. Let's face it, it's hard to make a bunch of millionaires do what you tell them to when they might be around longer than you will.
Rush's shot is off. Boston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Chalmers passes to Pleiss. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's called on Channing Frye. And speaking of coaching, sometimes you'll hear that the coach lost the team. When that happens, is that it, Clark? What's your read on that?
You know, I don't quite buy that. I think it's really rare. Winning can cover up a lot of things, and ultimately it does come down to that, being able to smooth out the rough spots, and winning is the best elixir for that.
Now here is Barbosa. He's tightly guarded. Livingston passes to Looney. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got his 7th assist in the game. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Galloway kicks to Chalmers. To the right side. Here's Galloway, covered by Barbosa. Fires the 3. Shot's good. Crowder's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Celtics.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Livingston kicks to Frye. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Frye's got 4 points in the quarter.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
And here is Chalmers. Screened by Boozer. And Chalmers kicks to Crowder. Off target from outside. Warriors have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the 4th, exactly 50%. For 3, Barbosa, another 3 for Golden State.
Just too dangerous of a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc.
Boston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Now Chalmers.
Well, look, league business clearly doing well. Franchises, values are skyrocketing, and a new TV deal kicking in next season. as well. It represents the largest expansion of league revenues in history.
Here's Livingston, and Boozer with the block. Has to rush. Now here is Barbosa. Not a lot of room. Goes back up. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them. Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
He feeds it to Livingston. In the corner, Rush with it. Fires the 3. Plyce with the rebound. Plyce has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys, will push their win column up to 55.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. And now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Draymond Green. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spates is checked in. Now, here's Chalmers. He's guarded closely. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
Here is Livingston. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire, and it only got louder.
Yes, Kevin, here with Andre Iguodala.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Draymond Green.
Draymond Green wins games for you. It's just that simple. The energy, the intensity that he brought onto the floor tonight is incredible. Defensively, he's one of the few guys in the league that can guard all 5 positions. That alone makes Draymond Green a unique and special talent.
He was in a groove tonight, Ernie, Kenny. He's getting in that playoff mode already. Perfect timing with the postseason approaching. He had it all going.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.